Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat, written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
Ooh, what's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Monday, October 21st, 2024. And this is episode number 856 of Barry on Deck. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Hey, hello, hi. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Hope you had a good weekend. Welcome to the show. Cheers, everybody. Hope you had a happy, long weekend, I guess. Well, it's long for me. Look, that's weird. That looks like a scar. I look like a badass. Look at this cut on my eye. You did not want. No, I actually do have like a lot of scars in my head, so I don't need another one. What's up, gang? How we doing, kiddos? Hope you're good. I'm doing good. Busy weekend for you, boy. Don't know how yours was. Mine was good, busy, fun. Enjoyed my time with Jackie Fabulous. No, she doesn't say it like that. But enjoyed my time at the Houston Punchline with Jackie Fabulous. She is hilarious. Excuse me. And if you didn't catch a show, which you didn't, because I didn't see any of the regular deckheads there. Hold on. But it was a lot of fun. Had hoped for slightly bigger crowds, but shows were banana. What's going on right now? This is super weird. This hasn't been back here in a while. This is very strange. I don't know what's happening right now. I just got this line down my face. I hadn't, that was my first full weekend at the Punchline. So that was fun. I'm just going to stay over here for a while. That was my first full weekend at the Punchline. It was a lot of fun. I had done some one-off shows. I had done, headlined an off night, done some showcases, hosted and whatnot, but that was the first full weekend. Really enjoyed it. That was my first time working with Jackie, and really enjoyed that as well. She's super funny. So immensely excited to get that under my belt with that club, and really excited that that club is here now. And and so I enjoyed it, and shout out to everybody that I met. A few people said they were going to tune in and watch. We'll see if that's true. You know how people are. They're probably not. That's not going to happen. But hey, I did meet a lot of new folks, and it was cool. I got to say, the new shirts, the new comedy merch that I have, killing it. I'm super excited about that. It's really difficult in comedy to find merch that people want to buy and like. And it's really, really difficult as a comic to find merch that you really like and that you're proud of and that you want to share with people, and that because sometimes you have merch and you sell it because you know it'll sell. And then sometimes you have merch that you sell because you like it, but maybe they don't. And then it doesn't sell. And like, for example, I'll give you a good example. I used to sell some merch that had some pickup lines on it. And at first I really liked them. And then I just got tired of doing those jokes, but they sold pretty well, but I didn't want to do those jokes anymore. So stop doing them. And then I had this shirt that I had, it said my pronouns are y'all and fam. Really loved it at first, but then I just kept having people come up to me and they were getting like the wrong message from it. And then I didn't want to do that anymore. And I have the shirt that says love each other on it. I showed them to you. And those don't really sell that well. And I think, oddly enough, a lot of people, we live in a weird time. We live in a time and in a world where people are just fucking haters. We live in a divided, divisive society, and people are really not into loving and caring for their fellow human beings. And so that shirt it's not moving as quickly as I thought or had hoped it would. So I'm sitting on like this huge inventory of love each other shirts, and that's okay. I'm slowly but surely moving them. But I had these because at first when I first like did a test run, they moved pretty well, but now, man, and they move real slow, believe it or not, real slow in the South. What? I know. I need to change the topic. We're going to talk about something different today. But yeah, it's a little surprising. Oh, nope. There we go. It doesn't move as well in the South, surprisingly enough. But the new shirts that I'm selling, because I have a new bit that I wrote, because I'm team fuck them kids. So I have this new shirt. It says kids 1 star, do not recommend, and it's doing really well. So that's exciting. So yeah, I'm digging that. That was fun. Those actually sold really well this weekend. So very exciting. And they're actually on my website too, barryisfunny.com. Yeah. If you want to get one, if you can't make a show. So very fun. Love each other could mean a lot of things in the South. True. What up, Cisco? Hi from Fredericksburg. Thank God for Barry on Deck, because when I opened Twitch, by default, it showed a presidential political rally. Jeez, that sucks. Yeah, that's terrible. Well, what up, man? So, we're rolling early. Your boy was bound and determined to get rolling somewhat at a decent time. I actually started this sumbitch at like 2:06, I believe. I didn't start recording because the way I do it is I start the countdown, which is like a 5-minute intro, and then I start recording. So I've only been recording for like 9 minutes, but with the countdown and everything, we're doing good. We're doing good. I'll eventually get back to starting at 2 o'clock. But we got a busy day today. As you know, no Jenny is mom. She's gallivanting around the globe on a cruise, having a good time without us. But we got plenty to discuss. Tons of college football. Sorry to PP Dubs and Longhorn Nation. I'm sorry for your loss. We're going to get into it. We'll talk about it. Did they get the polls right? You know me, I like to look at the AP poll. So we will check that out. Did they get that right? And we will look at, we'll talk about the games. I watched something. Yo, CC! CC, goddammit, you get back in this chat. Okay, we've missed you. You've been sick, and now you're finally able to get back to the gym. No, you damn that gym. You get back in this chat right now, young lady. Forget the gym. Cisco said, I'm glad they lost. All the UT fans out here were becoming obnoxious. Well. Hey, what up, Connie? Connie said, I saw you this last weekend. Those shirts are cool. Damn, look at Connie showing up. Connie, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here. That's fantastic. That's really cool. You showed up after you saw me this weekend. I'm usually like, nobody's going to come watch the show after seeing me. People say it. They're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to come check it. And then they don't. You know, I mean, I do that too. I'm guilty of that. I'll be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to totally You know what? We should do lunch. I'm the worst at that. Cece's like, all right, I'm not going to go to the gym, but y'all better love me fat. We love you no matter what. Y'all love me when I'm fat. So that's awesome, Connie. Well, thanks for coming to the show, and thanks for coming to this show, too. Hope you like sports and not sports and cussing, because I do. Well, you know I cuss a lot. You saw me do stand-up. So wear headphones if you're at work. That's rule number one. Wear some headphones at work. But also, I have ADHD, so this show is pretty scattered. So get ready. I mean, I try to stay on track, but ask the other deckheads. It's going to be what? It'll be all over the damn place. So, but thanks. Connie's watching on YouTube, everybody. She's over there on the tubes. And you can also watch this on Twitch as well. But, oh, good. Connie works from home. There you go. Connie works from home. Well, good. See? Well, then I can just cuss up a storm. Oh, Cisco. Fuck them headphones greater than fuck them kids. See, Cisco's a fool. Cisco is stupid. Cisco goes out in public with this show on speakerphone. Do not advise. Very, very bad idea. Hey, what up, Keith? Good to see you, buddy. All right, so we got a ton to get to. Again, Jennia's mom not going to be able to join me today. But so much to get to. There's some WNBA controversy we need to discuss. What? I know. You're like, Barry's going to talk WNBA? Yeah. You know me. I'm always down for a good WNBA. And all right. I mean, I do want to talk about the controversy. Did I watch the finals? No. But I did look into the controversy of it. I did watch the final play. We'll get into a little bit of that. And yeah, because I do think it's worth discussing and then taking it a little bit further, because I get a newsletter from The Athletic. It's called The Bounce, and it's kind of their daily or weekly basketball newsletter. And they had a really good point about kind of like a parallel between the NBA and the WNBA, and kind of the NBA's coming out party. And is this year how it parallels, and is it the WNBA's coming out party? And we'll kind of discuss some of that with the controversy. But tons of college football today. Plus, I got some videos that I want to sprinkle in throughout. And I want to start this show on a positive note and make it fun for you. Oh, wait a minute. Time out. Record scratch. I don't think I have a record scratch drop, do I? Hold on. Shit. I don't have a record scratch drop. I need a record scratch. All I have is, oh no. Cece's mom, what? Cece said, I learned my mom is hated speakerphone lady. What? No! No! Cece! No!
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
God, that's the worst, Cece. That's the worst. Let me guess, Cece. Let me guess. Your mom gets in the far left lane and drives 50 on the way to the grocery store, where she drives the wrong way down the aisle and takes up 2 handicap parking spots, and she's not handicapped, and then goes inside and shops on speakerphone and has 98 items and gets in the 10 items or less aisle and then writes a fucking check, right? Oh my God. Jesus. I have 2 sets of ear pods, she said. Use them. Oh, it's the worst. Let me guess. She gets in the far right-hand lane at a red light and refuses, and she's going straight. God! I mean, I love Mama Cece, so I'm not gonna, she's a godly woman. So she's fine. She's okay in my book. Plus, I don't want her to put a curse on me or anything. I mean, I know she's a Christian, so they don't necessarily believe in curses, but I can't risk it. She's a Hispanic. She might. Your boy's tired too. I never drink coffee on the show. I stayed up till 3 a.m, and I don't know why. Oh, she just speakerphones, and that makes me insane. Yeah, it's the worst. Donna, what's up, Donna? Good to see you, sweetie. Thank you for being here. And talks into the bottom of the phone. Oh, those people? Those people I hate the most. I was going to do a bit about that. I still think I am. But, yeah, I've never understood the people that do this. They're like, hey, what's up? And then they go like this. Yeah, they talk like this. Da-da-da-da-da. What? Blah, 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 blah. What? But why do you do this? Like, that's how the phone, you don't have to talk to it. Like, you can just leave it here. You don't have to do that. That's how the microphone works. I've never understood that. Never understood that. That's weird. Prayers for Cece's loud friend. Talks into the bottom. Okay, look, we got a lot to get to. Hey! Amos, thank you for resubscribing on Twitch for 19 months. What's up, good people, he says. And Heartthrob just resubscribed for 31 months. Buddy, thank you for that. He said, Mom tested positive for COVID. Damn. And I just blew up at work. Oh, that sucks, dude. This is officially the only part of the day that I care about. What's up, fam? And we love you, buddy. Hang in there. It gets better. It will get better. I promise. It will get better. I don't know, because UT lost. I know you're a Oak State fan, so there's that. Here, this will brighten your day, Heartthrob. I've got something for you, okay? I'm going to brighten your day with a video. I'm going to brighten your day with a video right now. And you may have seen this guy before, you may not. I don't know how I found this dude on the interwebs, but he has graced my timeline in some way. What's happening right now? Okay, that's... Oh boy, what have I done? Oh, this is weird. Well, this is awkward. Yeah, he has graced my timeline, and I'm not really sure how I found him. But he is a musical maestro and a wizard. Now, he's an anthem maker, and he makes a new anthem every single week. And I could sit here and, I guess try to pump him up and, I don't know, try to make it something. You know what? Just watch. How about that? Just watch and learn and enjoy the greatness that is. I don't even know this dude's name. What? Yeah, I don't even know this dude's name, but just enjoy this guy who makes a new cult anthem every single week, and it is glorious. This is this week's cult anthem, and it was, well, Heartthrob, you actually might not like this. It was against the Dolphins, but enjoy this anyways.
This is our Colts, this is our team, we bleed blue. This is our Colts, whether win or lose, we love them. For the shoe, beat the Dolphins, they're useless on dry line. This is our team, Go Colts! Yay!
Yes. Now look, if you didn't get it, I'm gonna fix this for you. I gotta. This dude makes one every single week. It is the most amazing. He neighs after everyone, and here's the lyrics. Let's run this back. Let's run it back. All right, let's run it back. Here's the lyrics. Here we go. Gotta run this back. I love the dolphin
This
sound.
is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue.
I may have this memorized.
This is our Colts. Whether win or lose, we love them. For the shoe, beat the Dolphins. They're useless on dry line. This is our team. Go Colts. Yay!
I mean, look, some of us got good looks. Cece said that slaps. Some of us got good looks. Some of us got large penises. And some of us got a sense of humor. And then some of us got the gift of music. Cece said I sang this at church Sunday or something like that. Yeah, his pod said he had some cheerleaders. Oh, he's got some bangers. My favorite part is when he neighs like a horse at the end of every single one of them. And I'm going to tell you right now, you can deny his greatness all you want, but listen to it 3 or 4 or 5 or 11 times like I do, and then see if you don't start singing that sumbitch later on. This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue. This shit is outstanding. What? And I'm pretty sure I went down the rabbit hole with this dude, and he ended up, I think he stole this from it's like a Christian rock song. Let me get his name here. He's got like, let's see, there's week 7 Dolphins. My favorite part, obviously, is when he busts the ball off his face. Okay. I probably could have chose better words than that. Right here. Look. What was that? What? What was that? Amos, do not bully this man on the internet. Amos said he definitely got bullied in high school. Leave this man alone. He is a national treasure. All right. Oh, here's the Titans one. I need to download all of these. Let's see. That's what Dolphins do? What do you mean that's what Dolphins do? Oh, like they. Oh, I get it now. Hold on. Instagram downloader is something I would never use. I'm going to get the one from last week for the Titans also, just so we can see that this is a theme. Okay. This is not just a one-time thing for this man. He's been doing this for years. And if you look at the comments on this, everyone is super supportive, and that's what I'm here for. I love it. Our Colts. Oh, I put Dolts. Well, I mean, that works too. Titans. Dolts works, actually. The way they've been playing, yeah, Dolts works. Paste. Colts Titans. This is our adults. All right, we're going to go to 72. Let's see, layers. Here we go.
This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue. This is our Colts. Whether win or lose, we love them. For Deshaun, beat the Titans. Let's show them that we'll horseshoe them up. This is our team. Go Colts.
Fucking Tony. We found this generation Sinatra. Oh my God. Yeah. Chan, what up? Holy shit, we got a Chan sighting up in this bitch. Oh my God. What's up, Chan? Holy shit. Bro, it's the nay for me. It's the nay at the. Oh, I love it. I love that he's committed to it too. Like my favorite, like when he starts, he's just like do, like he's playing the air drums and shit. Come on, how can you not love this dude? Like I like to zoom in because, like, you don't need to see the lyrics. Nah, you don't need all that, fam. What you need is him full screen in your face, giving you the business.
This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue. This is our Colts. Whether win or lose, we love them. For Deshaun, beat the Titans. Let's show them that we'll horseshoe them up. This is our team.
That's a lot of words.
Go Colts.
That's the shit right there, boy. That is the shit. I do think he needs to work on trying to fit so many words into the last little bit. We'll horseshoe them up and take them out and put them out to pasture, turn them into glue. That's a lot of words. Yeah. Oh, Chan, you know who it is. Chan said I saw the flow and had to tune in. Yeah, that is Seth DeFlo Erskines. If you're wondering, credit where credit is due. Here's his IG. Skip was asking for his Twitter. Skip, I have no idea. I have no idea what his Twitter is. But there's his IG. I put it in both chats on YouTube and on the Twitters. Hey, what up, Justin? Good to see you, pimpin'. Let's see. Yeah, I have no idea, but I'm sure you could find him somewhere. But I tell you what, in a world of cynicism and assholes, be like Seth. Okay, this dude loves his team. He's out here having a good time. He don't give a shit if you like his song. He don't give a shit if he, this dude he loves his Colts. He bleeds blue and he loves making music. I love this dude. This dude is fantastic, man. He's fun. My sister just figured it out. This song is from Phil Wickman. Oh, This Is Our God. Yeah. That's what it is. And I think I saw a video where Phil saw it and he was like, okay, I like it. But I'm a fan. I mean, I think it's funny. Yeah, Seth is a positive fan base. I think it's funny because he tries to fit so many words in. And so that's the humor to me. But this dude is just, if you hate this, you're an asshole. Like, how can you not love this? How can you not love this? Oh, FJ. Holy shit. What a great idea. I still need to finish the brothers bracket. We need a bracket with fan songs. It's not a bad idea. Now, would you count would you count local rappers? Because they're fans, right? Or would you count local musicians? Like Clint Black? It's football time. Fuck that dude. I'd rather this guy. I forget I've moved sides of the screen. I'd rather this guy be singing the Texans anthem every week than fucking Clint Black or whoever it is, Clay Walker. Who is it? It's football time in Houston. I hope Toro runs you over. I do. I hope he shits on your front porch. Clay Walker, whoever it is. He's not stealing from God. God didn't write that song. It's Clay Walker. Yeah, I hope Toro shits on Clay Walker's front porch. Fuck that song. He's not stealing from God. He stole from a dude that wrote a song about God. It's not the same. Not the same at all. Hush. Anyways, good job, Seth. We're going to check in every week for the rest of the season with Seth before we get out of here for the week and see what goodness Seth has for us. I don't know when he drops the songs, though. Let's see. When was this one dropped? 3 days ago. Oh, so he probably drops them on like Saturday. So we'll have to get them in on Mondays. Okay. All right. We'll have to do them on Mondays. Need a bracket with the most fraudulent teams this college football season. This is a Seth Stan account. Amos said, I hate fan songs. As soon as they start coming out, the team starts losing. But every team has them. Like literally, I don't think there's a team out there that doesn't have a fan song. Right? Every team is going to have a fanatic that creates songs. So that's what that is. All right, let's get into it because Clarence is talking shit. So, actually, let's do our headlines first. Well, no, let's do some college football and then we'll get into our headlines and NFL and stuff. Because I do want to get into this college football mayhem, madness, craziness, because it was some weird, wild stuff. It was a wild, crazy wild weekend in college football. Clarence said, most fraudulent teams in college football. We need a bracket for that. And Walt said, yeah, it's called the playoffs. What up, Walt? Good to see you, pimp. That's pretty funny, actually. That's pretty funny. At this point, it's kind of looking like they're all fraudulent. We might actually see that. I'm gonna go out on a limb and predict something. I've already done this a couple times, and so far I've been kind of right. I've been kind of right on most of my predictions. I'm not all. I think I've missed on a couple, I'm sure. I'm sure. But let's get into it. Let me just pull up a schedule and we'll kind of run with that. And then tomorrow we've got to get into some NBA because NBA season officially kicks off tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, tomorrow. So we'll get into some preseason, or we'll get into some awards and odds and whatnots and who's what's. The Saints have hundreds every time they have a 3-game winning streak. Yeah. What is rebrand? BOD to BOAL. I don't know what that means. Total Dallas. That's another one of your jokes that missed the the mark. All right, let's talk some college football. Big weekend for a couple of teams, and excuse me, and a big weekend for a couple of teams. Well, I should say a big weekend for a couple of teams in a positive way. Oh, Barry on a limb. Oh, okay. I didn't know what the fuck you were saying. Big weekend for a couple of teams in a good way. Big weekend for a couple of teams in a bad way. Here's what I mean. What is happening right now? Okay, I have no idea why this is doing this. That's interesting. Don't know what the hell is going on here. Yeah. I have no idea what the fuck is going on here now. That don't make no damn sense. Okay. Well, that's super weird. Hold on. Let me get my bearings here, folks. I don't know what is happening to my. What happened to my capture? Shit. Sorry. I don't know what happened to my. Oh, there it goes. I'll just move that over there. Okay, cool. Okay, much better. So not a ton of goings on. I forgot we had games on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. No biggies. Although Sam Houston State was on a pretty decent run for what, their second year in big boy football. What up, Dre? Their second year in big boy football. Sam Houston State acquitting themselves quite nicely, I should say. Doing pretty good. But the big news, really big news, started on Saturday. Oregon played, beat Purdue, no biggie. BYU kept rolling. Yeah, Sam Houston should make a bowl. I do agree, Potch. So we got our games on Saturday. A couple of biggies. Texas and Georgia being the big one. Number 1 versus number 5. And let me see. What else do I want to pull up? Zip, zap, zoop. I'm going to pull that up. What was the other one? This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue. God damn. Oh, you got stomped again. Man, it's crazy once a team starts spiraling. Right? OU, Florida State. Like, once these teams start to spiral, you start to wonder, do these kids just quit? Are they just that bad? I think it's more that these kids just get a whole lot of quit in them. I don't think they're that bad. I think they just quit on the coach, on themselves, on the season, because they know that their hopes of, a potential bowl or a potential playoff is done. And so they're like, fuck it. We're not going to keep going. I think that's what has happened at OU. I think that's what happened at Florida State. It's just, ugh, geez. Shout out to Army and Navy. They're still rolling. We'll get into it. But let's start with UGA and Texas. This one we're really never close. It was ugly. And I saw Tony say Georgia's D-line is insane. Really, here was my first observation, right? Because you go back, and if you'll recall, Georgia's only loss on the season was to an Alabama team by a touchdown, and it, you know, it was a close game, and it was a 17-year-old kid who made one hell of a play. It was one really good play that won this, that is the difference between Georgia being undefeated and the number one team in the country and not. But they lost. And somebody wrote about Alabama, who we'll get to in a minute because they also lost to Tennessee. But Alabama's not good this year. So it is a pretty ugly loss. It's a pretty bad blemish for Georgia. But that's a damn good win because, you know, you can say Texas was exposed all you want. Texas is a good football team. Now, I will say, you know, that win versus Michigan now looks not so good. Michigan's not even ranked anymore. I don't think my rankings are any. I don't even shit. Oh man, that didn't even update. Oh Lord Jesus. Yep, that didn't even update. Good Lord, baby. No, it did update. Son of a bitch, it's not working. That Michigan win. I mean, Michigan's not even in the top 25 anymore. They got rolled again. The OU win, also not impressive. We just saw that they lost again. I mean, OU lost to South Carolina, and then Michigan got beat by, who did they lose to? Michigan lost to Illinois. Who, you know, Illinois is good. They're undefeated, I believe. Aren't they? No, or do they have one loss? Yeah, they lost to Penn State. They have one loss. They're a one-loss team to Penn State. But they're playing well. But Michigan's bad. So this Texas team had 2 wins against ranked opponents. And that was the litmus test coming into this matchup against Georgia. So it was, oh, wow. You know, they beat a ranked defending national champion Michigan team. And now we know that Michigan was a fraud. And now we know that OU was a fraud. And so now we're trying to figure out, is Texas a fraud? Because that's the question. Is Texas a fraud? Okay, Michigan was a fraud. OU, fraud. Bama, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me, CC. Bama, fraud. I'm sorry. I don't know what that beeping was. Bama's a fraud. And you can say all you want. Bama just lost to Tennessee 24-17, and somebody wrote about it yesterday, the day before. Bama is like a couple of plays away from being a 4-loss team. 2 plays. 2 plays away from being a 4-loss team. And Jalen Milroe looked awful against Tennessee. I mean, he checked down to a screen pass on a 4th and 24 or 4th and 22 or something like that. But bro, Bama, and look, I hate to say that, but they do. They're a fraudulent team right now. So, what does that say about Georgia's one loss? I don't know. But also, I'm going to go ahead and say this now. Oregon? Oregon is looking fraudulent-ish. Oregon has been skating by the skin of their teeth. It took a gimmicky 12-man on the field and then a brain fart by the opposing teams. I love you, CC, and that's what I love about that. CC said, I'm a fan, not a fool. I can see. And y'all know me. I've been pushing Oregon since before the season. I mean, I've got videos on my social media accounts where I said Oregon could go undefeated. All they have to do is beat Ohio State and Michigan, and they could run the table. And lo and behold, look where we're at. They've got through Ohio State, and now all they have, and I said, look, don't get me wrong, Wisconsin is a good team. That's not an easy out. All they got left, really, tough play is Michigan, but we know they're a fraud. Mark my words, kids. Mark my words. I have a funny feeling. They got Illinois next, who's ranked 20th, and man, I just have a weird, funny, crazy, odd feeling. Oregon's going to just beat Illinois. Why do I feel like Oregon's going to lose to Michigan? That's what this season has been. That's what this season has been. All right. So I don't know but Oregon has been getting by the skin of its teeth. I would love to have my preseason prediction come through that they run the table because all they really had to do was get past Ohio State. Trust me, I'd love to look like a genius and have predicted that way back when. But I just have this feeling in my soul that they're going to lose to Michigan. I don't know why. I can't explain it. I just do. All right. Because they've looked fraud-ish from time to time. Because Ohio State is the only team to me but Ohio State's schedule up until now, too, up until they played Oregon, they really hadn't played anybody. So the only time they ever played anybody, they lost. I mean, they played Akron, WMU, Marshall, Michigan State, Iowa. And then they play Oregon and lose by 1 on a stupid play. So again, man, the parity in college football right now is bananas, right? Georgia loses to a fraudulent Alabama team, right? It's insane. Texas now loses to a Georgia team after beating a couple of fraudulently ranked OU and Michigan teams. Tennessee loses to Arkansas. Like, it's just, what? It's all over the place. And that's what's making this season great. So for all of you that were so mad about NIL, it's kind of who you can thank for all this. All of this craziness that's going on, all of this, Potts just said the balance, the SEC is way more balanced this year. You can thank NIL for that, by the way, Potts. That's what nobody really wants to come out and say. Y'all can thank NIL for this. You can thank the competitive balance in college football Because the one thing that all these college football teams, all these college programs had that was equal footing was money. They all had enough money to pay players. They all had that. What they didn't have was clout. What they didn't have was the ability to recruit based on reputation. They have money. They have money. And they have rich graduates. They have rich alumnus. What they didn't have was clout. What they didn't have was Nick Sabans and Kirby Smarts and histories that said, well, you know, we are a storied program is what we are, like Alabama. That's what made it more difficult, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. Tennessee is, you know, great, and so is Oregon and stuff like that. But you know, there is reputation, and then there's, oh, I can go here and start and get paid, or I can go here and get paid and wait. And so now some of these schools can pay the same, and I can start and be in the SEC and be on ESPN and still have the ability to go in the first round in the NFL and nothing changes, but I just make more money faster and I still get to play. I mean, I still get to get paid now, but I start, which means I could get drafted faster and I can go to the NFL sooner and I could become a multimillionaire. Like that's the parity of college football thanks to NIL money. So that's what you can thank for it. That's right. That's right. Walt said, as long as the transfer portal rules remain the same, we should see this type of parity year in and year out. Exactly. Because all the good players can say, I'm not getting to start right now at Texas A&M. I'm making $100K a year as a second string wide receiver. And then Tennessee goes, well, come over here, Mushin Muhammad Jr. If you don't like the fact that A&M is a running school, come over here. We'll pay you $150K like they are, but you can start. You'll be our one. And off he goes. And A&M's like, well, we want to run the ball. And this is exactly what's happened at A&M, by the way. Once Jimbo Fisher left, they went from a high-flying, high-powered offense to a 3 yards in a cloud of dust. They want to run the ball offense. And so all these receivers were like, ugh. I mean, I'm not saying Mushin Muhammad left. He's still there, but you go look at the numbers. This is a run-first team now. But this is kind of what's happening across the landscape of college football is guys are like, I don't like my situation, but now I can leave, still get paid, and get starter reps. And it is a beautiful, beautiful thing. You may not like the impact it's having on your school, but it is making college football so fun because now on any Saturday, we can watch Alabama upset Georgia, and then Tennessee beat Alabama, and then Oregon beat Ohio State, and then Tennessee lose to Arkansas, and just it goes on, and Michigan just tumble out of the top 25, and A&M lose to Notre Dame and claw all the way back to 14, and it just goes on and on. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. It's fantastic, and it's why, you know, this is the sport I'm telling you that's going to be able to compete with the NFL. Think about it. This is just as good as football. It is just as good of a brand of football. It is. Right now, the brand is just as good. Where's the lie? Now, it's as good with the upper echelon schools. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to watch the shit they were showing on Tuesday. I don't need to watch, FIU and UTEP. I don't need to watch that. But Georgia, Texas, after Georgia loses to Alabama, and then now you just got this, yeah, give me that. Give me all that. As for the game itself, Potch high-powered. Shut up. Spoon, what are you smoking, dude? Spoon, is crack legal in Wichita? BYU gonna beat everyone. What? Yeah, that's a good point, Total Dallas. And I do agree with that. I'm just happy to get rid of the notion of perfection as a criteria for championship chance. I do agree with that, and I do like that. I do agree with that. I like that, and I agree with you on that. It's about time that the only measure of the caliber of a champion was perfection. That's ridiculous. Now, you can't be a national champion if you lose. What? That's stupid. What up, Captain Pope? Captain Pope said, false. False on all counts. For what? Total Dallas said, Vanderbilt beat Alabama. Who best Georgia? Conversely, Vandy is better than Georgia. No. That's not how that works. Pasha, that's why the 12-team playoff will make it more fun to crown a champion. Yep. Smooth. I forgot to take my ADHD meds. But this Georgia-Texas game in particular, Joe Pro, sir. Thank you for the 303 biddies, my friend. This was never in doubt. I mean, when you look at it, it was 23-0 before Texas gets on the board. And I love that they go for two. Like, they're like, well, the comeback starts now. Huh? I just love it. They go for two, and they're like, we're in it, buddy. And it's like, no, you never really stood a chance. Georgia was just dominant in every way. It was so bad at one point that Steve Sarkisian had to bench Quentin Ewers and put in Arch Manning, and then was like, ugh. I mean, the turnovers that were forced. Yeah, and Beck played like trash too. Both of these defenses are elite. You saw what you saw, and that's why you see a 30-15 game. Both of these defenses are elite. You saw how many turnovers were here total? Let's see. Actually, I want the team stats. Bitch. This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue. Let's see. Fumbles, lost 3. There was 7 total turnovers. Did Georgia get a defensive score? Hey, what up, Simpus Gimpus? 30 points isn't low. Yeah, it is. Let's see. Heck yeah. When you look, let's see, hold on. Georgia has put up 34-48. They only scored 13 against UK. I don't know how that was. They put up 34 against Alabama, 31-41, and then 30. I mean, I guess so. Didn't they get I thought they had a defensive touchdown. Nope, I guess they didn't. I thought they did. Huh. I am wrong. Are we running a train? Oh my God! How did that happen? Son of a bitch!
Heck yeah!
I will say though, look,
Heck yeah!
where we go? Come here!
Heck yeah!
No, get over here!
Heck yeah!
Damn it, where'd it go? What just happened? Oh shit! Potts with the 5 gifted subbies. Oh my God, Potts, what are you doing, fam? My first day back and we running a train. You dirty hoes. You dirty hoes. I mean, you also got to figure too, Georgia, they get that last touchdown in the fourth quarter. I mean, 7 turnovers is a lot. It was a very defensive game. Both of these defenses are elite. I don't care what you say. You can say 30 points is a lot. You're not going to change my mind about Texas's defense being elite. It is absolutely elite. They did make Beck look bad. He had what? How many turnovers did Beck have? 3 interceptions. You're not going to tell me that 3 interceptions that Texas's defense isn't elite. They held him to 175 yards passing. I mean, that's good defense. I don't care. It was what? How they scored? I don't know what that means. The only impressive Texas drive was the first touchdown drive. Yep. Donna, thank you for the 50 minutes, sweetie. Spoon, thank you for the 52. Cece, thank you for the 10. I got no train money, so I guess I'll just watch. Oh, I love you, Cece. You ain't need it. Potch, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, homie. Who got them? Let's see. Potch gave them out, and Sandoval got one. Houdini got one. UT Broward, SOV Bets, and Chronic got one. Let's get it. Chronic said 285 total yards for Georgia. I mean, and you got to remember, too, when it comes to turnovers, where the offense gets to start is going to also be like, where's the average starting position for that offense relative to, Etienne getting those rushing touchdowns and how far they have to drive and all that shit. So that's going to determine, that puts a lot of pressure on a defense as it is. So I would love to see what was Georgia's average starting position. So again, you can't convince me that this Texas defense still isn't elite. You're just not going to be able to do that. So Georgia needs wide receivers. Etienne did fine. Here's the thing. It was to me, what I think this shows is, one, that the top 25 is very top heavy, right? I think the top 25 is very top heavy. And where did it go? Oh my God. Oh, where'd my hat go? I don't know where the fuck my hat is. Who else did I miss, by the way? B. Hannon, thank you for resubscribing for 25 months, homie. You the man, sir. 25 months is actually like 2 years plus 1. I don't know if you knew that. I don't know if you've been mathing or not. But I appreciate that, man. We are level 3 of a hype train. Holy shit. It's almost, I almost have to show nipples up in this bitch. Let's do a shot, people. Spoon, thank you for the 52 biddies, buddy. You the man, sir. Here's my thing. When they get into the playoffs, what I think is going to be interesting is Oregon. I mentioned this earlier. I'm looking at the top 25 right now. Let's pull that up. Where is it? College football. Where is it? Rankings. There we go. The top 25 is Spoon. Thank you for the 100 biddies. Oh, you're trying to get some titties out of this, aren't you? I disapprove of no fantasy talk last week, so I'm throwing expensive water bottles on a student discount in the chat. Yeah, we got to get to that too, but I want to make one more point about kind of the elites in college football right now and about what this top 25. The top 25 is kind of top heavy. So Bama tumbled because of the Tennessee loss, and we'll get to that game. Texas falls to 5. You've got an undefeated Miami team on the outside looking in, and you've got a few one-loss teams ahead of them, which I'm absolutely okay with. You've got an undefeated Penn State team that is third, and that one-loss Georgia team whose only blemish is against, and I'll say it again, and I don't mean to rub it in, CC, but against a fraudulent Alabama team. They're just not good this year. And it's okay. You're allowed to be bad. All right? You're allowed to be bad. Yo, the hype train is complete. You guys are the titties, man. Thank you guys for that dope ass hype train. This shot of Jameson is for you guys, man. 6 gifted subs. 615 biddies. Level 3 of the hype train. You guys are the tits. Cheers, deckheads. I love y'all. That goes good with coffee. Oh, actually it does. That was delicious. Shit. Sim said bits and tits. Let's get it. Yeah, if we get to level 5, I have to show my titties. It's a thing. It's been so long, I forgot what it felt like. It sucks. It does. It really does. Kind of like Astros fans. Astros fans get bounced in the first round of the playoffs, and they're like, oh, man, this sucks. I think what we're going to find is really quick that a lot of these teams have, we thought, man, Texas looked unbeatable, especially when they just destroyed Oklahoma. And then we find out how fraudulent Oklahoma is. Nobody's resume has been impressive. And that's the thing I think that is important in the takeaway from this. The top 25 is very top heavy, right? But nobody's resume is impressive. In the past, there was always 1 or 2 teams where you looked at it and went, oh, there's no doubt that team is the best team in the country. You really can't say that this year, at least not yet. At least not yet. I mean, I really can't even say that about Oregon, and they're number 1 and undefeated. They beat Ohio State by 1 with a gimmicky penalty and a boneheaded play by Ohio State's quarterback. Georgia lost to a fraudulent Alabama team. Penn State's kind of flying under the radar, undefeated. Ohio State, we know what their loss is. Texas just got rolled, by Georgia when the lights were the brightest. Miami, there's no reason that Miami should be 7-0. This team should have lost 3 or 4 different games. I mean, they shouldn't even be in the top 10, much less 6. Tennessee, they lost to Arkansas. I mean, there's no dominant team. There are teams that have started slow and looked good early and looked bad late. There is not one single dominant team. Now, there are teams that pass the eye test. There are teams that you watch and go, that's a good team that had a bad day. Georgia, Ohio State. I can't say that about Oregon. I can say that maybe about Texas. But then there are teams that you look at and go, yeah, I just don't know because they haven't been tested. That's the thing. They haven't really been tested yet. I guess Oregon's big test was Ohio State, but it's, Ohio State, you have a bad day and that's it. And then in the past, it was 3 or 4 games and you knew. So that's what's going to be interesting as we approach the playoffs is, were these teams battle tested enough? So that's what we'll find out. Is Oregon the only undefeated team so far? No. Penn State's undefeated. Miami's undefeated. You've got towards the bottom of this, you've got Iowa State and BYU are also undefeated. Indiana's trying to make a push. They're undefeated, but I mean, they're not going to do much. But and Pitt, yeah, you're right. Spoon Pitt is also undefeated. When you need writers to be biased, they fail. Should have made Oregon top out at number 2. No, Oregon deserves to be number 1. They absolutely deserve to be number 1 right now. They didn't get that wrong. Indiana national champs. How, Sway? How? How, Sway? I'm still baffled at Miami at 6. Like, I guess as long as you keep winning, it doesn't matter how great it is, but God, it's just, what? It's just baffling to me. So look, props to Georgia, man. Kirby Smart had them ready. Now, one of these touchdowns that Texas had, we'll go back to this controversial play. I wish I could find the photo. Where is it? During one of the plays, well, shit. Now I can't find it. I lost it. There was a controversial pass interference call that sparked some outrage by the fans in the stands. Yeah, Cam Ward. Now, look, you're not going to get me to say Cam Ward is bad at football. I'm not saying that. Certainly not saying that. I'm just saying Miami's been getting lucky. They got some help with some bad calls by the refs that, went their way. Instead, they should have lost to Virginia Tech. I've told you guys that. You saw it. You saw the game. They should have lost 2 or 3 games, or they've been lucky. Just like I said, Bama should have 4 losses. I mean, look, it's like what's his name? Milo Hamilton used to say, if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, then every day would be Christmas. But, they haven't lost. $250,000 fine for throwing trash on the field? Wow. Hey, what up, Perry? Good to see you, pimp. Here it is. Here it is. I have found it. I don't know if you guys, what do you mean you guys can see this? Here we go. I can just, I can put it in here. Paste. Now, you dirty bitch. Yeah, I'll just do that. That's easier than making a whole ass slide and all that bullshit. There was a controversial call. And you really, this is a terrible, terrible view of it. But you can see here, there's trash littered all over the field. This is when they were down 23-0. And they come out and opening drive of the third quarter, Ewers leads them down to a opening drive. And there is an interception that Carson Beck throws. And it says, well, let me read you this. It says, hometown momentum continued as Barron intercepted Carson Beck, one of 3 interceptions thrown by Beck, putting Texas just a few yards away from being just a score down. But wait. Flag pass interference. Everybody except Georgia fans hated the penalty. Oh, they have a video. Good. I'm going to play that too. I love the interwebs. because then this is what I wanted, as I can show it to you. So this was the penalty in question. Let me zoom out. Judge for yourself. Oh, wait. Oh, nope, that's... Ah! What? Here we go. This is what they called interference right there. So that's what they called interference on. And this is the fans' reaction. They're throwing plastic bottles. He's like, this is unfortunate. You can see them just chucking it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're saying, you can't hear it, but they're saying contact both ways. I mean, it was really it should have been a no call. It really shouldn't have been called. It should have been an interception. But this was the result, and pretty classless on the part of UT fans. And just, it's a bad look, to be sure. It's a terrible look, to be sure. Now, they go through all this, right? And Sark's like, stop, just stop. So what happens then, and I'm going to do my best to say it without having to read it. But basically what happens then is they get together, they confer, and they overturn the call. And Kirby Smart then loses his mind. Because now Kirby Smart is like, you gotta be shitting me. You can't just overturn a call, and you've basically set a terrible precedent. And here's his quote. Now you've set a precedent that if you throw a bunch of stuff on the field and endanger athletes, that you got a chance to get your call reversed. And that's unfortunate. And that's unfortunate because to me, that's dangerous. And he's got a point. He's got a point because, look, there's nothing wrong with getting it right. There's nothing wrong with getting it right. Right? So at first, they call the pass interference. Everybody except Georgia fans hated the penalty. They take a look. If you missed it in response, then they don't call it. Later, an SEC official goes on and says the game officials gathered to discuss the play, which is permitted to ensure a proper penalty is enforced, at which time the calling official reported that he erred. While the original evaluation and assessment of the penalty was not properly executed, it is unacceptable to have debris thrown on the field. Well, no shit. It was a bad look for Texas fans, but it was definitely what matters is getting the call right. But I think the timing of it makes it look bad. Right. And it's one of those things where I've always wondered when you look up, when you see this stuff happen, I wonder how often an officials, they'll be talking. I wonder if like one of them that's not in the huddle might like glance up and be like, hey guys, I'm watching the replay on the big monitor. I know you guys can't look because everyone's watching you, but I just watched it on the big monitor. We fucked that up. Yeah, Howard, you missed the goddamn call. So you guys just reverse it because, yeah, Howard fucked it up. I told you, Howard, you got to get some glasses. Jesus Christ, bro. I wonder if they do that to each other. Like if they talk shit. Howard, you blind motherfucker. I told you, man. God damn. Bobby, can we put Howard on like a back judge or some bullshit? This is ridiculous, man. Put him as a line judge. Let him just fucking call offsides. This blind motherfucker can't be calling pass interference, man. First of all, this fat motherfucker cannot run with the secondary. Put his fat ass on the line and let him just call offsides and holding. God damn. They're like, Frank, calm down, bro. Well, fuck, I'm tired. I'm hot. It's hot as fuck out here. That would be so great if that's how they argued over those microphones. They're just like, man, Frank, get off the goddamn intercom, man. We're trying to figure out this call. I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm hungry and I act up when I don't have a Snickers. But they get together and they overturn it and they get it right, which is the point. It's what it should be. You should get it right, but boy, it does look sus. It's like, oh, they're throwing shit on the field. And they'll overturn it. We don't want to get nobody killed up in this bitch. So it is a bad look, and Kirby Smart has a good point. But I think at the end of the day, it didn't affect the outcome. And that to me is the critical and most important part. As long as it doesn't affect the outcome of the game. Yeah, and still no unsportsmanlike penalty. That was kind of weird. The Chiefs refs need jobs on Saturday. Bro, Spoon, I saw the funniest goddamn meme. I should have saved it so I could have played it on this show. God, why didn't I save it last night? It was a Chiefs meme. And the Chiefs were lined up on offense. And I was like, well, let's see what the great and powerful Patrick Mahomes does here. It's 3rd and 40. With 4 seconds left on the clock. Chiefs are down by 2. Here's the snap. Oh, wait, there's a flag thrown before the snap. Let's see what the call is from the referee. He's like, before the ball was snapped, we have pass interference on numbers 1, 2, and 3. Patrick Mahomes, the great, was unable to do anything. We're going to award them the ball at the 1 yard line and 7 points. All hail Patrick Mahomes. And they used AI to make it look like the referee was really saying it. It was so fantastic. There's like 6 or 7 of them out there. Oh my God. Beautiful. Beautiful. And no, you're right, Simp. It wasn't interference. It wasn't. It wasn't interference. So get it right. Get it right. But it's just a bad look. And listen, as a lifelong Aggie fan, I'll just say this. Was I surprised that UT fans acted in such a classless manner? You goddamn right I wasn't. I synced it my whole life. I synced it my whole life. Anyways. Let's talk a little bit about that Tennessee Bama game. I know, CC don't want to. Oof, de loof doof. Hey man, Tennessee is a player in all of this somehow, somewhere, some way, aren't they? I mean, we have to take them serious in some form or fashion, I feel like. Let me close all this out. Let me get all these out to here. Let me get all of these out to here. Tennessee is up to 7. But, I mean, they have the one loss to Arkansas, which again, off night, bad night, call it what you want, but Tennessee in some way feels like you don't want to play Tennessee right now, you know? And we talked about all of these teams that are frauds, Michigan, OU. Tennessee hasn't really played anyone per se because all of their wins are against all these fraudulent teams, OU, Bama. They beat NC State. So again, their one loss was Arkansas. They beat Florida, but they feel like a player. And I guess we're going to find out because they're going to face Georgia. And I think that's when we'll find out what exactly is Tennessee. What are they? And then we're going to find that out in like 3 weeks. They got Kentucky, they got Mississippi State, and then they'll play Georgia. And they got to beat the vaunted Vandy football squad. Last game of the year. in the, what do they call that? That's the rivalry game. Is that like what do they call that? The Redneck Roundup? What is that? The Hootin' and Hollerin' Bowl? What is that called? Because that's like because Vandy's in Tennessee also, isn't it? That's got to be called something. Like I don't know. I hear Banjo's Bowl. Uh-oh, watch your butthole bowl. I don't know, man. That's got to be. I bet you could count the teeth in that stadium in one hand when Vandy plays the University of Tennessee. I bet they don't sell any corn nuts or chips at all. It's all hot dogs and cotton candy. I bet corn nuts are not even an option in Tennessee football stadiums. Hey, what up, Tiffany? Good to see you, sweetie. It's like, boy, don't be bringing that hard-ass candy around here. You got anything mushy? You got any mashed potatoes on a stick? But, yeah, Tennessee, I don't know. There's a feeling. And maybe it's just a stupid feeling, but I guess we'll find out November 16, who and what they really are. Because again, we just keep seeing these big names we're used to failing. But they had a big win against the Alabama. So off they go. Bama's off the board. Bama falls to 15, which I really don't get. I really don't understand it. Michigan falls out of the rankings altogether. They don't even get any votes. Washington State got 46, by the way. Army and Navy, you got to love that. Army and Navy are 23 and 24 in the country now. That's so great. Both undefeated. We didn't even list them. We listed Pitt. We listed Pitt, and we got Indiana and BYU and Iowa State. And then, of course, we got Miami, Penn State, and Oregon. Army and Navy. That's crazy. That's good for them, man. I'm a little perturbed. Get rid of these. Yeah, boy, Michigan 4-3 now. Yuck. I'm a little perturbed that how does BYU and Indiana leapfrog? Well, BYU did, but how does Indiana leapfrog Texas A&M? I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. Indiana leapfrogs A&M. A&M beats Mississippi State, and Indiana beats Nebraska. They beat them 56-7. Texas A&M beats Mississippi State 34-24. I mean, neither one of those wins are sexy wins. I guess 56-7 is better than 34-24. Does it really matter? A win's a win. It's, it's one's on the road, one's at home. A win's a win. But I don't know. That's a weird thing to me. I think pollsters are like, we're just waiting on the Aggies to Aggie this up so we can drop them from the top 25 again. And rightfully so. But what you have is now this is set up for a really interesting coming week with LSU and A&M. This should have been the battle of two top 10s, I think. But they're not going to move A&M up 4 spots, I guess. And they won't leapfrog Notre Dame because that's their one loss. But you'll have number 8 LSU versus number 14 A&M coming up this week. So that'll be really interesting. Good for LSU and Clemson, man. LSU and Clemson both really looked bad at the beginning of the season. And boy, both of them have turned shit around. in a major way. In a major way. Good for both of those squads. Was that all I wanted to get to college-wise? Yeah, I think so. Yep. Sorry, I'm just checking my rundown. Yeah. Yep. I didn't get the video for this. Let me see if I can download it. No shit. And I missed it, but I don't know if you saw this or not. And they're in the news. And hey, first of all, props to Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffs, because Colorado to open this season was like, I think their over under on wins was, let me see. Where was it? I want to say it was 5. Yep. 5.5. And they've already won 5. They're 5-2 now. And, you know, last year was all the hype, all the what's it called? You know, controversy, I guess. What is this? Oh, you know what? My chat is broke. I was like, man, nobody's saying shit in the chat. And now I realize that my chat is broke. Sorry, guys. Let me see if I can restart this. Because the last one I see is Tiffany on YouTube. She said, hey, y'all, what it do? Happy Monday. And that's the last one I see. God, the last one I got from Twitch was Dre that said, still no unsportsmanlike penalty. How long ago was that? Tennessee Vandy's called family reunion. I missed all of this. God, I missed all of this. God, I missed so much. How did I not see any of this? I was like, why is nobody chatting with me? All right, I'll circle back. That's weird. Like, yeah, I gotta refresh this or something. Maybe I'll close it and reopen it. That's not good. But props to Colorado and Deion Sanders. They're 5-2 now. But I don't know if you saw this. But Deion got a little disrespected, or so he felt. On Friday, Obama attended a campaign rally for Vice President Kamala Harris. And he saw the buses for the Colorado football team at the airport, and he said, quote, Colorado's got a couple of good players. Quote, I also know you guys have beaten them twice in a row. Don't bet against the Wildcats tomorrow, end quote. Arizona didn't live up to the expectations or the prediction. Colorado won 34-7, blah, blah, blah. Deion did not like that. Did not. And he made it known in the presser after the game, which, come on, bro. Like, you know what he was doing. He was pandering. He's a politician first. He's always going to pander. They all do it. Both sides, top to bottom, they're politicians. It's what they do. Why would you even address this? Who gives a shit? Well, do you actually expect a politician who is there in a city and a state to round up votes to stand in front of the very people who he's trying to get to vote for someone that he's there for to go, man, This football team from another state is about to beat y'all's football team's ass. Y'all are fucked. Like, it's not going to do that. He's going to say exactly what they want to hear. Don't count out your football team. They're really good. What are you talking about? Why are you even mad about that? Captain Pope! Thank you for letting our bids, buddy. But this is, so Dion got upset and he said, I love him. I admire him. I respect him tremendously. But I heard what he said. We have more than 2 good players, President. Come on, man. Bro, it's not even worth addressing. I mean, I know somebody asked you about it, but the proper response is, yeah, he's a politician. What'd you expect him to say? He knows we have more than 2 good players, but he can't say that. He's in Arizona trying to round up Arizona votes. He can't tell the truth. He can't go in there and say he knows Colorado's a better football team than Arizona, because he does. Believe me, he does. He can't say that. He's got to go in there and pander to that crowd. Next question. Like, that's what you should say with your chest. Ow. With your chest. You don't go in there and meow that shit up. Oh, man, I can't believe you said that. We have more than 2 good players. Come on, man. Bro, what? I still love him, though. Bro, come on. What are you doing? That's ridiculous. I don't know. I'm curious, though, man. I'm starting to... This is about the time when you start to really pay attention to these quarterbacks in college football, and that's what I've started to do. I mean, Shedeur Sanders went 23 or 33, 250 yards. And Cam Ward had a pretty big day. Jalen Milroe looked awful against Tennessee. It's going to be interesting to see. Those are 3 of the bigger names that are supposed to be coming out in the draft. There's the kid out of Indiana. I don't know. I'm never right on these. But it's going to be interesting to see. I don't know. I would be really, really, really nervous about drafting Shedeur Sanders. And I don't know why. I think a lot of it has to do with his dad. And all of the things that you hear about off the field. That would concern the hell out of me. Like, I want a kid that just comes in and is football. Fuck all that other stuff. I don't want a kid that comes in and is showing me his watch and all that shit. Like, if I own a football team, bro, I want CJ Stroud. That's what I want. I want a kid that comes in and is football first. And Shedeur Sanders may be super talented, and he is, but he just does not strike me as a guy that's football first. Cam Ward, maybe. I don't know. But Shedeur Sanders just does not seem like a guy that's football first. And that would worry me. And Jalen Milroe just doesn't seem like a guy that, I mean, I'll be honest, man. When I saw him check out of that final play, that 4th down, I mean, he's lucky his defense even got him the ball back before he threw that final interception. But that sequence right there, I mean, 2 back-to-back plays. He checks down to a screenplay, which I don't know if that was the right read. It just kind of shows you. You want a quarterback making those decisions? I don't know. It seems kind of... That was a bad look. I think people are starting to see that, and they've started saying, like, maybe Jalen Milroe's not the guy that's going to go in the first round. I kind of feel like college football teams might see that and be like, yeah. Spoon says sounds like he's a great fit for Cleveland. Damn. Wall said Michael Irvin was back on Miami sidelines tweaking like he was back on that stuff. No shit. Yo, that's wild. That's crazy. Curtis Rourke just went to complain to his daddy to call someone to get him back in Heisman talk. I want back, Dad. I want back. Uh-oh. Yes, Mikey is what? What did I miss? What did I miss? Yeah, this quarterback draft class might be historically bad. Yeah, see, honestly, so far, I feel like Cam Ward might be the best. And I don't think that's saying much. You know, like I think like Cam Ward. Oh, yeah, Mike was. Oh, gotcha. I feel like Cam Ward is like, and I think I said this last week, he kind of reminds me of Anthony Richardson. You know what I mean? But maybe he's a little more durable, hopefully. But that's the vibe I get from him, which is good, you know. But he's not. I don't know. Amos said, behind a good O-line, I think Shedeur would be lethal in college or in the pros. Because, buddy, maybe Shedeur matures when he gets to the pros. But some of the things that he does as in college, and again, he's a kid, you know, he's a college kid. I don't know. Here's the difference, right? I saw somebody, I don't remember who it was. I forget who it was, but they told me the story. Maybe it was when I did Jermaine's podcast. It was. It's when I did Jermaine's podcast not too long ago. He said, I knew that CJ Stroud was going to be a good quarterback when everyone else was saying that they weren't sure. Because I was like, I don't like Bryce Young or CJ Stroud. I was totally wrong. I was 50-50. I was right about Bryce Young and I was wrong about CJ Stroud. I wanted the Texans to suck and go get Caleb Williams. That was my plan. But Jermaine said, I knew CJ Stroud was going to be good when he went to his agent and said, I don't want any more NIL deals. Give it to the other players. I just want to focus on football. So you can't sit there and tell me that, well, it's just because it's college. It's just because it's, you know, it's this or that. Listen, it's also a mindset. It's also a priority. It's also what's important to you. There are plenty of kids that prioritize getting better and winning and growing. And, you know, they prioritize football over the other things. And so when Jermaine said that, I was like, wow, I didn't know that. That's very interesting. And it does say a lot. And, you know, there were other stories that came out about CJ, that similar things where he was, you know, he made sure his teammates got things that he was getting. And Caleb Williams was the same way. They invited him to the Heisman, and he said he would only go if his entire offensive line got to go too. And they said, we don't do that. He said, well, then I'm not going. And we're like, well, we can't do that. And he said, well, then I won't be there. They're like, but you have to come. You're up for it. He's like, I'm not going unless you bring my entire offensive line because I'm not there without them. They were like, all right, we'll bring them. So again, character. Now, I'm not saying that Shedeur doesn't do that or that we just don't know about it, but I'm just saying I don't get that vibe. Everything I've heard or seen has been the opposite so far. And maybe that's just a distorted media. Maybe that's just an agenda. You never know. Because there are a lot of people that don't like Dion Ergo, they don't like his kids. And so they take it out on them. And, it's not fair. I do agree with that. That probably and surely does exist. But I'd much rather have a CJ Stroud. And not just from a skills standpoint, from a mindset standpoint, from an attitude standpoint. Every day. Captain Pope said, I don't think Coach Prime lets Shador sign with the Browns if they draft him. He doesn't Eli Manning and forces them to trade him. Interesting. That's a really interesting point, Captain Pope. Really interesting. I didn't think about that. You think Dion really meddles in that? I don't know. But that's a great point. Flip said TB12 criticized Shador a little. That wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Amos says Shador grew up rich. I don't think material things mean that much to him. He just has them because he can. I wish this could zoom in even more. Are you shitting me? Bro, stop it. Stop it. You crazy. You crazy. This man bought the Cybertruck when it first came out. He's showing his watch. Bro, he absolutely is materialistic. 1,000%. Go look at his IG. Let's go. You know what? Let's go look together. I've never looked at Shador Sanders' IG, but I promise you it's littered with materialistic shit. I'm just going to go out on a limb and tell you it's not littered with football stuff. We going? Damn right we going. And I'd love to go see what CJ Stroud's was in high school. And I don't know. Let's see. Sanders. Shad. Focused on me. Let's see. Oh, let's see that. Let's see. What is that? Oh, that goes over there. Got it. All right. Close. All right, here's his Instagram. Damn. Oh my God. 2 million followers. Get it, man. Be legendary. That's his title there. Business inquiries. All right. He's got that. He's got that. Let's see. I don't know what this is. Legendary. Pew, 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 pew. Okay. All right. That's football. Okay. All right. Oh, there's a watch. Okay. Legendary. All right. Let's see. Focused on me. All right. Got a little shoe action going. Oh, got a little ring action going. Okay. Oh, that's good placement of the ring. That's slick. Oh, with a dollar symbol. Okay. Damn, that's a big old panky ring. All right. Relentless, legendary. Air DT Max 96. Them are ugly as fuck. Seriously though, them shoes are ugly as fuck. I'm not buying them. Them ugly as hell. Let's see. Football. All right. Football. I dig it. Oh, didn't mean to like that. Fuck. Just fucked up my algorithm. God damn it. I blame you, Amos. Now I'm going to get a bunch of bullshit Shador Sanders shit in my algo. Let's see. Blue plop. Blue blay plop. All right. This is just, cool shawl. Big old legendary necklace with nothing but diamonds on it. I dig that. Oh. Damn. Happy birthday, little bro. God damn. Look at this. Oh, man, you zoom in. That's God damn. Look at the size of that necklace. Happy birthday indeed, little bro. Here he is with the kiddos. Yeah, I dig that. That's dope. Good for him. All right. Yep. We got diamonds on him. You know what I mean? Yep. Okay. All right. It's legendary. Yes, it is. Gatorade partner. All right. Little commercial action. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Get your bread, man. Get your bread. Okay. Little football. All right. Little workout. A little more workout. Okay. Little poolside. Okay. Oh, fuck! Gotta stop doing that. Little watch time. Oh, DJ Khaled. I mean, look, it's a mix. I'd be willing to bet. Cece said, is he 18 yet? Asking for a non-predator. Oh, that's so funny. Skiggity says Stroud is not materialistic. Sanders definitely is. Yeah. Amos said it's not stunt that fits your life. I mean, look, yeah, he definitely. Aaron said he works out with Brady all the time. Black Sheep said, please don't get that close again. I got scared when I opened the page and Barry was that close. Shut the fuck up. Skiggity said, you don't flash things if you're not materialistic. Crazy take. And he can't even show them hoes. Yeah. Amos said it's not stunting if it's your life. Look, man. After the Nebraska loss. No, I disagree, Perry. Them OG Deons are classic. Fuck them. Those are ugly as fuck. They can be mutually exclusive. A lot of times they're not, but they absolutely can be mutually exclusive. It just so happens that his dad is the Deion Sanders. That's part of his pedigree. It's what we expect. And his dad was the kind of guy that was able to pull that off. Right? I mean, his dad was the guy that, hey, I'm going to be flashy and I'm going to be the best at what I do. Absolutely. But that doesn't mean that he can pull that off. Right? His dad was flashy in college. That doesn't mean that Shedeur can pull that off. His dad also wasn't a quarterback. He was a cornerback. There's a big difference. One of them, your entire franchise relies on. You spend the number one pick on. Your entire franchise's direction for the next decade plus hinges on, especially if you spend a first round pick on. Ask the Panthers. Ask the Browns. Ask the Jets. Ask any number. Ask the Texans. Ask any number of teams that have set their franchise back years and years when they've missed on a first round quarterback. There's a big difference in taking somebody flashy that's supposed to you turn around your franchise or be a leader for your franchise for the next decade plus. And if it's me, and the reason you're picking that high is because your franchise is in disarray. And if my franchise, if I'm the Browns and I'm just escaping Deshaun Watson, now I got to bring in a guy who's, doing the watch. No, man. Just give me a kid who's always in the fucking books, who cares about football. He's a gym rat. He don't give a fuck about flashy shit. He just wants to ball. He just wants to play football, and that's it. And I'm not suggesting that Shador does not give a shit about football. I am not suggesting that. But what I'm saying is, again, if you give me a choice between CJ Stroud and Shador Sanders, everything else being equal, give me the one that doesn't care about the flash and the pomp and circumstance, because he's spending less time doing that and more time playing football and focusing on football and trying to get better, and less time making ads and making shit for Instagram. I really wish we could go back to CJ Stroud's Instagram in college. I don't even know if it's still up. I feel like he would have deleted all of his shit. Oh, look at that. Blame the comic followed me. Cool. I feel like he probably would have deleted all of his college stuff, but I just don't know, other than endorsement stuff that he probably would have had to have shot. I mean, I don't know. Oh yeah, see, there's nothing. Oh, there's a few. Time for Elimination, Mamba Mentality. This is 2019. Him playing basketball. I don't know what this is. This is Nipsey Hussle. And a highlight reel from the West Side with Love. This is another highlight reel. Trying to get recruited. This is him doing the rope pull. Something to prove. That's at Ohio State. Game footage. I'm just going through literally every photo. Game footage. Heisman. Game footage. Oh, shit. Out the way. Move, bitch. Get out the way. This was 2022. So what was that? Yep, he went out and got a truck. For the love of my brothers. Thank God for where he's taken me. Mr. Get Dough. Okay. That must be draft night. Took some L's. That's 2022. C4. All right, so there's an ad. Another ad there. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of football. There's the combine. So by the time we get to the combine, there's a very different feel. There's a very different vibe. There's a very different feel between the two. And then that's by the time we get to draft night. Now we're into the endorsements, Raising Cane's and shit. And now we're getting a little more flash. Hell, even then it's more about football. Oh shit, we got Cheetos up in this bitch. I don't know. Seems different. Just seems different. Aaron said he's a rapper. He has to be flashy. I rest my case. I rest my case. I ain't drafting a rapper. Fuck that. I ain't drafting a rapper. Ain't doing it. Yeah, LeBron is good at basketball. Bronny is not. Now, see, and I get your point, Spoon, but I do think that there is a big difference. I think Shador is way better and stands a better chance at following in his father's footsteps than Bronny does. I think Shador is still far more skilled at his craft than Bronny is. Shador Sanders, how do I put this? I don't think Bronny belongs in the NBA. I don't think Bronny deserved to be drafted. I think the only reason Bronny was drafted was because of his dad. If LeBron James had retired, no one's drafting Bronny unless they owed LeBron a favor and he had nudes of him or something. That's it. But on an island, if LeBron James was a nobody that never played basketball and his son Bronny had gone to USC to play ball, and we never knew that King James, LeBron James, was one of the greatest basketball players of all time, if that never existed in a bubble, if Bronny James was just a kid whose dad wasn't famous or a basketball player, never gets a sniff. Never. Shador, on the other hand, if his dad isn't Deion Sanders, I still think it's very possible, playing the way he plays, it's possible that he gets looked at. I think he's better skill-wise, especially in college. So, Bronny paper towels greater. Dude stopping in Vegas to celebrate after he gets drafted. Who? Let me see. I missed something from Captain Pope. Oh, the festival thing. That's what it was. Oh, shit. It said, and thank you for the 100 bits, Captain Pope, twice. Barry, I went to a festival over the weekend. I found that emo girls are either hot or need to lose 100 pounds. Is it sexist to say people should dress weight appropriate? Yes, Cece said that I hear Tiffany was here. Hey, girl. Yes, Tiffany was here earlier. Yes. I think she bounced. I don't know if she might still be here. It was back when my chat broke. Is it sexist to say people should dress weight appropriate? Sexist, no. Insensitive, yes. It's not sexist. But look, I'm with you. Okay. I don't want to, I don't want to see a big dude in a Speedo. All right. I don't want to go to a beach and see a 350-pound man in a Speedo. I don't want to see that. Speedos and elevators should both have weight limits. And yoga pants too. All right. There's just things, So, there is, I do think that, though, if somebody's big and they want to dress all scantily clad, fuck it. They have every right to do that just as much as a skinny woman does. It might hurt. It might hurt. And Jeff has a great point. There's also really, really skinny people out there. Like really skinny people. I don't know that I want to see them in a Speedo either. Perry said, I don't want to see no dude in a Speedo. Yeah, you do, Perry. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you don't want to see me in a Speedo. You don't want to see me in a Speedo. It's gross. You know what I mean? Like my stomach looks like it looks like a cow patty with a wagon rut through it. You know what I mean? It looks like somebody threw up in a bowl of oatmeal. It's not fat, but it's not good. You know what I mean? It's not good. So there's, it's all, but I think, hey, more power to you. My thing is this. If they're not embarrassed to wear it, fuck it. There's no way. Like I can't wear like a tight shirt. Like I have to have my t-shirts have to be loose once they get past my titties because I don't want my gut sticking out. So I only wear certain types of t-shirts because I don't want my gut looking big. Ain't no damn way I could wear nothing tight. Ain't no way. That's just me. I'm vain. I'm self-conscious. I'm all that. So, well, if big girls and big dudes don't give a fuck and they want to just, wear something cute and tight, do it. Get it. Hey, look at Cisco. Cisco said, I've lost 26 pounds since August. I'm getting closer and closer to weight appropriate levels for Speedo. Get it! They should make maternity cut t-shirts for dudes. Yes. Fuck yeah, dude. Joe Bro said cow patty with a wagon rut. Bitch, you just cost me half a beer out my nose. My bad. My bad, Joe Bro. That's my bad, pimp. Spoon said Barry told me he loved my curves. God damn it, Spoon. You gotta warn me before you type shit like that, man. God. Captain Pope also said, speaking of politicians, did you see what the former president said about Arnold Palmer? No. Why is he talking shit about a delicious blend of lemonade and tea? It was bizarre. I don't know what he said, but I don't want to talk politics. Oh my God. Please no politics. For the love of God, please. A couple of updates. Let's do a couple of headlines and we're going to jump into some NFL injury updates. Let's do that. Come on. All right. That is not Tua on the left. Just FYI. I don't know if you know this or not, but ladies and gentlemen, that is not Tua Tango Bailoa. That is not how that works at all. Hold on. Bitch, how did that work? Nope. Why? What is this shit? What is this shit? All right. MRI confirmed, though, that Deshaun Watson. Shut up, Potch! I said the link was wrong. And I automated my headlines now. And all I do is copy and paste them into a spreadsheet. And it's supposed to put the right... let me see. Let me try this. Son of a bitch. Reload, you dirty bitch. Fucking load. Motherfucker. Oh my God. There we go. Fixed it. Nerds. But MRI confirmed Watson has a ruptured Achilles. I seem to recall somebody saying a freak accident was going to happen or something like that. Good. Karma's a bitch. Watson has a season-ending ruptured right Achilles tendon. He said after his team's 21-14 loss to the Bengals, Stefanski said Monday that Watson will have surgery this week. He's unaware of the exact type of procedure Watson would undergo. It does say in the article that after the Jets quarterback Rodgers ruptured his Achilles in the 2023 season, he underwent a speed bridge repair that allowed him to return to practice 11 weeks later. Let me tell you something. The Browns ain't trying to accelerate this timeline. All right? They ain't trying to speed this shit up. They are not. They're like, oof. Let's get this shit over with, man. Let's get him out. Let's get him the fuck out the door. They can't wait for him to be gone. Now, they're saying all the right things. Stefanski said, we feel bad for Deshaun in this case, feel bad to lose him for the season. And we also know as a football team, this is where you have to step up. Guys have to step up, and that's how it goes. Bro, what? He said that he's waiting to get more information on the severity of Dorian Thompson-Robinson's injured finger. They were going to add a quarterback this week. It says Watson was met with boos and pregame introductions, which were quickly drowned out by cheers for Nick Chubb. We don't boo guys that are injured on the field, especially when they cart them off. Defensive end Myles Garrett said after the game, we should be ashamed of ourselves as Browns and as fans to boo anyone and their downfall. I didn't know they booed him. That's fantastic. I mean, that's terrible. Stefanski said, I don't think it's ever okay to cheer when someone's injured. I'm sure it's not every person in the building doing that, but that's disappointing. If they booed him, I think there's a difference. And I'm going to be real clear about this. I don't think it's okay to cheer when someone's injured. If you want to boo him on the way out, I think that's fine. Especially if he's your team. Now that is different. Skiggity Big said they not only booed him, they chanted something like, you deserve it. That's too far. That's too much. That's too much. That surely they did not chant that. Let's see. That was a WWE crowd over the actual call. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, God, that would be hilarious. Okay. So everybody's like, I thought that was AI or something. That was a WWE crowd. Okay. In the moment, there was no way they knew he tore his Achilles. Okay. But still, cheering is cheering an injury, not good. Booing him on the way out. I think there's a difference. When you cheer an injury, you're essentially saying, I'm glad you're hurt. When you boo the guy leaving, you're saying, I don't like you. You're not saying I'm glad you're hurt. You're just saying, I don't like you. And I think that's fine, and there's a difference. Because like you guys said, you don't know. You don't know how severe it is. I still don't like you. I don't give a fuck if you're hurt or not. I don't like you. I don't like you. And then it's like, you know, there's the, oh, he's getting up. Okay. And then the cheering, it depends on when the cheering is, right? When he's down, are they like, yeah. You know, so look, karma's a bitch. Karma's a bitch. I don't know. I don't like Myles Garrett, who said he's been a model citizen for most of his life. I didn't know he said that. Yeah, I didn't know he said that. Yeah, I'm sure Charles Manson was too. And I'm not suggesting that they are equal, but that's kind of a ridiculous statement if he said that. Yeah, Joe Bro said cheering an injury, not good. Also, fuck that guy. Amen. They could have Mills for a second round pick. Don't tempt them with a good time. The Browns made Jameis Winston inactive Sunday as the emergency third quarterback, so Thompson and Robinson entered the game to replace Watson and was 11 of 24 for 82 yards and 2 interceptions. He suffered an finger injury in the fourth quarter, however, and was replaced by Winston, who was 5 of 11 passing for 67 yards and a touchdown to David Njoku. Watson struggled this season, posting the lowest QBR of any qualified passer. He was 15 of 17 for 128 yards. Disappointing season is third since traded, fully guaranteed to. How many years is left on Watson's deal? Spottrick.com. Deshaun Watson. Jameis Winston got emotional defending Watson. Ugh. I saw Titan Hugo. You had a really good question too. I want to circle back to that. Where did it go? It was a really good question. Oh shit! Oh, there it was. Has Watson played his final game as a Brown? That's a really good question. I don't think so. I don't think he has. And the reason I say that is because of the contract. He's got 2 years left. He's got next year, and then he's got 2026. Now, he becomes an unrestricted free agent in 2027. But unless they restructure this in a way, you know, I just don't see how. And no one is going to want to trade for this dude now. No one wants to touch this guy. That seems kind of inappropriate to say. No one. I mean, what team would want to add him? It's a fully guaranteed deal. Let's see. Yeah, it was $230 million, 5 years, $230 million, $46 million average salary, $45 million essential signing bonus, $230 million guaranteed signing, $230 million total guaranteed. So he's a free agent at 2027. His base salary was 1.1. Yeah, I mean, he's. And then he's got 2 years of prorated money in 2027 and 2028 that he'll be paid. Now, I think the better question is, has Deshaun Watson signed his last NFL contract? That, I think, is the better question. I think the Browns are stuck. Unless they're just willing to eat roughly $92 million over the next 2 years, which they will owe him. Dead cap money. Let's see. Nope. Deshaun. No, that's wrong. Hold on. Deshaun. cap hit. $72 million is the cap hit over the next 2 seasons. $200 million dead cap this year. $172 million dead cap next year. And then $99 million dead cap in 2026 with $72 million again as a cap hit. Bro, like, they're fucked. They're fucked. Like, there's nothing they can do. So, I mean, you can cut him but you're like, what are you going to do? You can't. The only blessing in this is that bringing in a rookie on a rookie contract is cheap. Right? Like, I mean, rookie quarterbacks are fairly inexpensive. Right. So, like, yeah. And Jared said Tyreek for Watson. No. Why would the Dolphins want to do that? If I'm the Dolphins, no matter how desperate I am, no. I'm not doing that. If Mike McDaniel can make Tua be Tua, NFL good Tua, no. And that's not, I don't think they do that anyways. No way. Spoon, thank you for 100 bits. The Browns can't trade with themselves. Yeah, no shit. Hashtag Osweiler. Thank you for 100 bits, Spoon. Yeah, no shit. They can't bamboozle nobody. And again, I don't think anybody wants the baggage that comes with it. Now, here's the key. What the Browns really, really need is one more. They need some impropriety. They need some impropriety so that they can get out of the contract. That's Walt. I was just in the middle of saying it when your chat popped up in my window. Their only true out is when they restructured his deal. The Browns had put in, if any more of this shit comes to light, then we can void your contract. And that's what they're praying for. That's what they're hoping for. That's their one saving grace. Now, I don't know if this last round of lawsuits or this last lawsuit qualified for that. But Tony said the Browns are finding somebody. Hey, Deshaun, that Achilles really needs a massage. Browns are going to Photoshop Diddy in a Watson call log. I think he has to be convicted of a felony for Browns to get out. No, I don't believe so. Hold on. Let me see. Browns Deshaun Watson out clause. Shoot. Where was it? Yeah, I see a lot of this is just about outright release. Deshaun Watson's contract with the Cleveland Browns does not have a protection clause in the event of a suspension. Oh, this might be it. The There was a clause to protect him in 2022, 2023, even in case of suspension. I said they took out those protections when they restructured the deal in August. So here's where, so this was Jay Glazer reporting. Deshaun Watson's contract with the Cleveland Browns does not have a protection clause for the 2024 through 2026 seasons in the event of a suspension, according to Jay Glazer. After initially reporting Sunday that the Browns quietly restructured Watson's deal over the offseason to not include the same protections that were in his previous contract, Glazer followed up and stated that Watson's deal never had a protection clause for the 2024 to 2026 season. The previous protections were put in place so he didn't lose guaranteed money if he was suspended during the 2022 or 2023 campaigns. If he has a suspension moving forward, there could be a chance they could go back and get some of those guarantees. These details are all the more notable after a woman filed a civil lawsuit Monday that accuses him of sexual assault and battery. So that's the out. Watson's earned 11-game suspension. Paratexas grand juries declined to pursue criminal charges against Watson. So that's the out, but it has to be suspended. It looks like. So it can't just be an accusation. It goes to trial or a settlement. The league has to suspend him first. So yeah, it says after initially reporting Sunday that the Browns quietly restructured the deal over the offseason to include the same protections that were in the previous contract. Watson's deal never had a protection clause. Previous place that didn't lose guaranteed money if he was suspended. If he has a suspension moving forward, there could be a chance they could go back and get some of those guarantees. That doesn't exist now. So on Thursday, Daniel Oifus reported a woman who has been identified as Jane Doe said that actions happened in October 2020. Or Tony Busby said the plan is for her to talk to the NFL within 2 weeks. We have a video and 2 additional witnesses, but they never came forward, I guess. So Watson denied the allegations, but he was never suspended. So, I just think, look, the bottom line is this. No teams want to touch him. He's damaged goods on and off the field. That's what you have to remember. He was suspended forever. He came back. He was never the same Deshaun Watson. And he hasn't been. And you can blame it on rust for a while, his comeback. But my God, he's had ample time. He's had an off season. He's lost it. Plain and simple, the dude just doesn't have it anymore. And that's obvious. Actually, I'll just go over here. I mean, that's there's no denying that. Now, could he get it back eventually? I mean, sure, I guess. But the fact of the matter is, he has not been the same since the suspension. And we went over some of these numbers. 2022, 6 games. 2023, 6 games. 2024, 7 games. 1,100 yards, 1,100 yards, 1,100 yards. Average yards per completion, 6.5, 6.5, 5.3. Touchdowns and interceptions, 7-5, 7-4, 5-3. This is garbage. This is garbage. The entire time he's been in Cleveland, it's been garbage. Those are really, really bad. And if you look, he had 2 years off, suspended 2021, and most of 2022. And then the injury. And then he comes back, and now he's injured again. And he could quite possibly miss most of 2025 while he gets paid. Bro, he's done. He's done. And then he's going to come back with a damaged ACL. And, oh, by the way, now he'll be possibly 31. He's 29 now. He could quite possibly be 31 with a damaged ACL and another year of not playing. We've seen Deshaun Watson play his last game. Mark it, book it, put it down. We have seen Deshaun Watson play his last game in the NFL. I'll go on record and say it. And a lot of people will say, well, but his talent is there and this and that. What team would want to take a chance on this dude? What team is dumb enough to take, the Jets? The Jets, the Giants. Who else? What other dumbass teams are out there? I mean, no, Deshaun wasn't a bust. I don't think the Panthers. I think the Panthers learned their lesson. Denver, I doubt it. Would that be funny if he went to Pittsburgh? That would be the only place I could see him going because I think Tomlin could manage that. That's a good question, Cisco. Problems aside, was Deshaun Watson a bust? I don't think so because of the start to his career. I mean, his first 4 years, he had 33 touchdowns and 7 interceptions his last season in Houston. He was good. He was really good. He got derailed because of the off the field stuff. It derailed his career. It didn't make him a bust. Ryan Leaf was a bust, right? This doesn't make him a bust. It just derailed what probably would have been a really good career. And then once that happened, he never got it back. Now, he could have been an oft injured guy, but yeah, I don't think it doesn't make him a bust. Yeah, a lot of people are like, so sneak a couple million under the table to get Roger Goodell to suspend him. I don't think you have to. I think Tony Busby will get it handled. I can see him backing up at KC. Now, that's possible. I mean, it's possible he becomes a backup somewhere. But my goodness, what team in their right mind would do that? What team in their right mind at this point? Is it worth the headache? Because obviously Tony Busby's not going away. He don't give a shit. He don't care, man. The Chiefs wouldn't. No, some teams have moral standards and they don't need to, and it's not worth it. Some teams don't have to. Some teams aren't desperate enough, right? Like some teams, some teams don't have to do that. So I don't know. Hold on, I'm looking at something here. Oh, okay. All right, close all this. I think, though, what I think is this. I think what we're going to see. Now, I don't want anybody stealing my ideas here. I said this on Jermaine's show, but I'm going to say it on this show too, because this was my idea. And I'll be damned if somebody's going to steal my idea. But I think what you're going to find with Deshaun Watson, I said I don't think he plays for another team in the NFL, but I don't think he's done. I still think Deshaun Watson plays. I think he still plays. I think he's going to be a hell of a quarterback for the Mean Machine. Him and Diddy are going to be a formidable duo. That's right. They're going to own the prison circuit. Those guys, there's not going to be a prison squad in this country that can fuck with that unit. I'm telling you right now, name a better football prison team. Name one. I'll wait. Deshaun Watson under center. Diddy out there running routes. Take that. Come on. There's not a better 1-2 punch. The Meat Machine they're going to go undefeated forever. Yep. You got it. Diddy at wide receiver. Deshaun under center. It's over for you hoes. The rest of the prison squad leagues have been put on notice. Okay? It's over for you hoes. It's over. No, not the Meat Machine, Cisco. The Mean Machine. Damn it. Have you never watched The Longest Yard? Jesus Christ. Guys, don't ruin my bit. Don't fucking ruin my bit with your stupid ass. Don't ruin my bit. I'm not even going to read it because your guys are going to ruin my goddamn bit. It was short. It was sweet. It didn't need your help. Don't ruin my fucking bits. Oh, God. Mexican got on boats. What a great, that's such a great bit. All right, let's get in this other news. Where is it? Tua set to practice. Coming back. Tua shall return. Dolphins are eyeing a return this coming week. Too soon? I don't know, man. Dolphins are 2-4, still second in that division because the Jets are just a fucking mess. My God. The Jets are just a laughingstock. Oh, Spoon. Boo this man. Boo this man right there. Boo him. I can return as a double vision. I hate you so much. Jared. Tua soon. God damn it. Guys, I'm going to have to ask you guys to lock it up. Dolphins are 2-4. The Bills lead that division at 5-2. And I mean, I want to see something here. Playoffs. Oh boy. I'm not saying that the Dolphins are out of it, because quite honestly, the worst that they would have to do is catch somebody like Indy or Denver or Cincy. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. And they play in a division where they get to play the Jets and the Patriots. So they get a couple of bye weeks. Although I will say this about the Jets. I think the Jets are actually going to figure it out. I don't expect them to be complete ass like they have been. Especially give Adams and Rodgers another week or so. But Dolphins scheduled down the stretch: Arizona, Buffalo, the Rams, the Raiders, the Patriots, Green Bay, the Jets, the Texans, Niners, Cleveland, and the Jets again. That's not a difficult schedule. This is a team that's only beaten Jacksonville and New England so far. But they were 1-1 with Tua, and then, they haven't been able to do shit since. But they get Tua back, and I think they have an opportunity to make the playoffs. I think they have an opportunity to make the playoffs. So, my concern is, should he? That's the real question. And we talked about this when it happened. Should he come back? Does he come back? I think he does. I still think there's the possibility. There's the possibility that he wears one of those big ass helmet pad things, whatever those are, whatever that's called. I could see him wearing one of those. And maybe he doesn't because he's like, well, I'm going to wear that. That's stupid. But Dre, good news. Best thing about yesterday, Cowboys didn't lose again. But I said it when the concussion occurred. He might be the first quarterback or skill position player to wear one of those big ass helmet things. Wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. I owe you guys some videos besides our Titans guy. Damn, Tyreek and Waddle combined for 0 targets in the first half Sunday. They have a third string QB that has had almost no reps with this team. It's a giant clusterfuck. Yeah. Does he have to sign a contract that says he can't sue the NFL for CTE? That's a good question. I would imagine that they have something like that. If I'm the NFL, I'm like, listen, you have to sign this saying we advised you not to come back. Okie dokie. Because we do advise you not to come back. There's some controversy in the WNBA that I want to get to for a minute, and because we're going to get into a bunch of NFL tomorrow. I just wanted to get into some injuries. But there was some controversy in the WNBA finals. There was a controversial call in the last game. And now they're saying that the game was rigged. And they're even more upset because the commissioner. So the New York Liberty win the WNBA championship. Congratulations are in order to the New York Liberty. They win the where'd it go? Some bitch. They win the WNBA championship. And oh, here we go. Good. Oh, good. There was controversy on a call. I want to show you the call and the controversy because I want to read you the quotes from this as well. Hold on, let me find the GIF. All right, got it. All right, this was the call. This was called a foul down the stretch, all right? New York Liberty won game 5, 67-62. Where'd it go? Blah, 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 blah. And here's what it says. It says Breonna Stewart continues to win at a crazy high level, and the role players for the Liberty, particularly Jonquel Jones, who was the Finals MVP, Nira Sabelli, and Leona Fibich, lifted up the star combo of Stewie and Sabrina Ionescu, who combined to go 5 of 34 from the field. Instead of celebrating the Liberty's first title after a 28-year wait, viewers without a New York rooting interest were trying to figure out how the league and the refs got away with a very one-sided decision. The officiating was bad. It followed the pattern of favoring the coach who complained last. But this play at the end is where the controversy went from this is bad officiating to people on the internet outright saying this was rigged. So this was called a foul. It says Stewie clearly traveled before being bailed out with a foul call. Every replay angle showed no contact, and you can clearly see. I mean, there's really not much contact at all. I don't know why that would be called a foul, but it was. It says the Lynx challenged it. The refs reviewed it, and then the crew chief said Alana Smith wasn't in legal guarding position, which is objectively absurd, but the call stood. And this is all according to this article. 2 free throws were knocked down, but then Caitlin McBride missed a wide open 3-pointer to win the game. Liberty won in overtime, but not without some outcry. Now, that's where I have a problem with people saying it was rigged. If you had a chance at a 3-pointer to win the game and you missed it, you can't say that the game was rigged. You still had a chance to win the game. You just didn't make your shots. Should this have been a foul? No, it should not have been a foul. Did it cost you the game? No, because you still had a chance to win the game. You just didn't make your shots. To me, when you want to say that the game is rigged and you lost because of it, it's when you don't have a chance. If this was the final play of the game and she gets 2 free throws with no time left on the clock, then the game is rigged. Then you can tell me the game is rigged and it was in favor of the Liberty. But if you still got to go down and you had a 3-point shot and it wasn't just some random ass heave-ho and you ran a play, which I don't know, I didn't watch it. But I don't want to hear that. If it was a legit, and I know AJB watches a lot of WNBA, so I'll lean on him for that if he's still here. But otherwise, I don't want to hear it. If you still had a chance to make a shot, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that it's a whole rigged thing. However, some people, some NBA players chimed in on it. Isaiah Thomas said they low-key cheated for New York, but I get it, LOL. Dame Lillard said, quote, refs called this game like they knew the assignment in the second half, boy. Great game. And then lastly, this one seems the most ironic to me. LeBron James said, and I quote, I'm sorry, but that wasn't a foul. Let the damn players dictate the outcome of a close, battle-tested game. What? You the most flippity-floppiest, complainingest ass player I've ever seen in my whole life. What? Man, sir, delete your Twitter account. Sir, what? Stop it, LeBron. You of all people have no business. You of all people have no business saying that. Bro, if this, what? Come on. If that's LeBron James, that literally, this could be the NBA logo in 10 years. And that's what it would just be LeBron going, begging for a foul. Bro, shut up. Shut up. You gotta be shitting me. That's insane to me that he would even think that he could tweet that and no one would say anything. Oh my God. That's wild. He had the nerve to tweet that out. He had the nerve. Crazy to me. Crazy. AJB said, bad call, not rigged. Okay. Well, so then we agree on both. Good. I'm glad we're on the same page. Yep. Not a foul. Also not rigged. It's not rigged. So you agree. They had a chance to knock down a shot and didn't. Make your shot. Make your shot. Not rigged. And this was the article where they talked about the fact that, look, it says ultimately it's probably all for naught. But this was the problem. It says the game did feel like New York was supposed to win. Oh. Well, this was part of the problem. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the WNBA commissioner. That is Kathy Engelbert. I know you really can't tell, but Kathy Engelbert is wearing a dress with the New York City skyline on it. Huh? And that did not help. That did not help calm the calls of conspiracy. That did not help quiet there's a conspiracy. If you're the commissioner and people are saying, oh, they wanted the New York Liberty to win, and you're like, no, we didn't, and then you literally go out to present the trophy to the New York Liberty wearing a dress with the New York skyline on it, what are you thinking? What are you thinking, Clarence? Where is Ian? He don't come around no more. Y'all pissed him off. Oh, Ayuk out for the season? Yeah, we all knew that was coming. Yeah, we knew that was coming. That's true, tight Hugo. LeBron would have flopped like he got hit with a stone cold stunner. Hell yeah, he would. Voting douche made me turn off BOD. What? What voting douche? What voting douche? Voting douche where? There was a voting douche? Yeah, this is a bad look. Don't wear the skyline of a city. How about just go out in a blue dress or a red dress but that's terrible. That's terrible. Don't do that. That didn't help at all. But in this article, they talked about many say that NBA took off in the 80s after Larry Bird and Magic Johnson established a rivalry. Michael Jordan entered the league, and alleged NBA lottery chicanery led to New York landing Patrick Ewing. Maybe this finals controversy was the day the WNBA became president. Like, in other words, what they're saying is you've got Angel Reese, and you've got Caitlin Clark, and you've got the Michael Jordan, which is Aja Wilson, and you've got now this controversy. So you've got all these different things kind of happening all at once. Attendance is at an all-time high. There's never been more eyes on the sport. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. Maybe it's off and running for the WNBA. Who knows? And, probably not. All right, that's it. That's all I got for today. We'll get to some more tomorrow. We didn't get to all of the videos that I had for you, and we didn't get to the Monday night preview, but we hit those up on the Laminator 5000. 2 games tonight. I don't like when they do two Monday night games. I don't like it. You got Baltimore at Tampa. That's going to be a good one. Baltimore at Tampa. Baltimore favored by 4. I like it. The other one is, who is it? It's Chargers at Arizona. That was going to be boring. But Chargers favored by 1. That one, it might end 3-2. But Baltimore Tampa should be fun. So there's that. One of the games is streaming only. Oh yeah, that's the Arizona game. ESPN Plus. Thank God. Hey, I appreciate that, Simp. Come back, brother. Thank you, Flip. Appreciate that. Spoonie, much love, homie. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Uriel. Y'all come back. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We're going to start on time again, so don't be bullshitting. Don't be dilly-dallying. Be ready to go, bitches. Whether I got all the graphics done or not, by God, we're starting, all right? Graphics or no graphics. We're getting it in on time. Yeah, Jenny is mom. She's on a cruise. That's why I know Jenny is mom today. Well, we're going to get that in tomorrow, Titan Hugo. We just ran out of time. Too much college football and NFL and everything else. Yes, we started at 2:05 today, Flip. You missed it. My little thing over here says I've been recording since 2 hours and 55 minutes. Yeah. And that doesn't include the countdown and shit. Yeah. Oh, everybody missed it. In fact, Twitch says I've been streaming for 3 hours and 1 minute and 59, 3 hours and 2 minutes. It's 5:07. Lip bite. Suck it, nerds. Don't be late tomorrow, bitches. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Do me 3 favors until I do. Be safe. Be kind. And most importantly, love each other. See y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Daddy's making a YouTube video.